getting on the track here at Thunder Hill in Northern California. We've been sent a shock from Nitron from the UK. It's brand new. It's their race application shock, so it's built specifically for the track, and not only that, but to be raced on. The shock has been built specifically also for the R1. This is a 2009. They're pretty much all the same to current, with the exception of traction control in the modern bike. So I'm going to test this out. The shock was put on, set at 295 in terms of millimeters for length, which is what my previous shock was. So we matched that so we can keep the rear geometry of the bike correct based on the tire, the gearing, the axle position, and the shock length. So all that's the same. There's no difference there whatsoever. So I've gone and done a couple laps on the shock to heat the oil up, get it to the point where we can lean on it a little and see how it works through high speed bumps, low speed transitions, and how rebound works once you get off the brakes. Does it pop up or doesn't it? And as another footnote, as we're cruising around on our first lap, I haven't set sag either. I just put the shock on. I haven't even measured free sag, nothing. So, is that a little dodgy, you ask? Well, the shock's built to be raced on. I would assume that Nitron has done all their engineering and homework as they build a great range of shocks, and have built it to spec, knowing it's going on the track, knowing my body weight. It's got the right spring on it at 11 kilograms. I'm 200 pounds, so we should be good to go. So let's start lap 1 of 3. Down to turn 1. I'm not too worried about corner entry. I'm focusing on drive, like that. No movement whatsoever offline. And I know the shock's nice and hot. Get it going out of 2. Plenty of drive. No tire spin. We've got about 30 laps on the shock, on the tires from Beats Performance and Bridgestone YCXs. So, got to test a new shock with new tires. Give it some grip and give it a fair shake. So, again, we're just cruising around right now, a little bit faster than the warm-up lap. Just want to get a feel for it. Fastest section of the track. Through 7, let's open it up off camber. No problem there. Missed the dirt. The shock isn't pinging when I get out of the gas and hit the brakes. That's good. So I can actually brake and not manage braking, which is difficult. We got a false neutral, so let's carry on. Hey, this is live testing. No pretty studio edits here. Now the drive out of here is essential to get down to the front straight correctly. Use all the track. Going up and over. A little bit of sawing off the front tire, but not much. So the drive grip is excellent, we can confirm that. Let's bring it back in for our apex point right there, the yellow dot. Drive. No problem with drive at all. So that's awesome. We're good there. Nice drive out up to 5. Oh yeah, no problem. Ooh, too much in fact. Wow. Coming down over the high-speed bumps. Now the shock's really hot. That's actually pretty butter smooth. Some bumps through here. Not feeling them too badly, but the Bridgestone top has a soft carcass to it with a fairly firm sidewall. So it's no surprise that it's all good. Nice little wheelie over the top of 9. Small being the essence of the word. Dry grip to 10 through the torque. Yep, no problem. We got the gear selected correctly here. Now drive. No problem at all coming through there. 13's off camber too, so great drive grip. And we know the geometry's right on this bike. We've done enough testing with it. I'm sure it might be better, but one more lap. Get our turn in correct for 1. Drive. A little more sawing over the top. The high speed bumps, you don't feel it. There's some ripple bumps in 2. I can feel them on the front. I changed the geometry because the V front's a smaller tire. Might have got that off by 1 millimeter, we'll see. Through 3 was extremely bumpy. High speed bumps are actually a little less present, under a bit more force of throttle rather than just corner speed. So the high speed stack is obviously working pretty good. Yep, through 6 it feels a lot better. But the drive compression preload combination works great because you can just hammer it out of 7. And it holds this line perfectly out of 8, which is the fastest corner on the track. Doesn't bottom out on the compression out of 9. So that's our 3 laps. So we'll take it in. So right out of the crate, we're doing nothing to it. Geometry's right, which we know. Spring is right, which we know. The installed preload is standard. But the way the valving works, right out of the box, I personally, right now, wouldn't touch this. I want to drive a lot harder, get a good 4 or 5 lap burst sequence in of 3 or 4 sessions like that, and see what we have. But that is really nice right out of the box. So Nitron, you got a great product there. Wow.